Hey friends, welcome back to OG Universe. Thank you so much for stopping by today and taking a look at this video. So what we got on the turntable is the new Mcfarlane Toys DC Multiverse Superman for the Injustice 2 video game. This was just released here in Canada, came out about November 15th or so, and I am so happy to finally have this figure. I picked him up at GameStop, pre-ordered it, came in just a few days ago. You saw from my previous short, we got a lot of new figures. We got 5 brand new figures that came in. We're going to be reviewing all of those figures. And this one was definitely the surprise out of the bunch because I saw the promo pics and I wasn't overly impressed, but I think the body buck looked really great because it's a brand new sculpt. A little iffy on the head, but after seeing this figure in person, playing around with it, I am so pleasantly surprised how well it turned out. So let's take a quick look at the packaging. Standard Mcfarlane packaging, nothing new here. You know, you got the Superman figure, you got lettering, pretty much plain old style, empty box. We'll look at what's in that box, but yeah, here we go. We got some really nice artwork on the back. It's taken from the Injustice 2 comic book, and I'm kind of glad that they didn't go with this Superman, because this Superman's very reminiscent of the Rebirth Superman, so it kind of could have been a cop-out from Mcfarlane to go the easy route and pump out this kind of a figure. But they went with a brand new sculpt, totally new buck, great details. I'm very happy they did that. Now for accessories, it is pretty light. You get the trading card of the artwork on the back, you have the display stand, and you also got an open hand and a fisted hand. So you got one of each, so you can have 2 fisted or 2 open hands on this figure. And that's a nice little touch, but you don't get a flight stand, you don't get any effect pieces. Kind of disappointing in that respect, but hopefully one day it'd be really cool if Mcfarlane would do an accessory pack for effects, heat vision, punching effects, something cool like that. Green Lantern constructs, a multiple array of batarangs or grapple launchers or batons or cool stuff like that. I think that'd be cool. I would probably buy that. You got a munitions pack, you got 3 of those already. So why not some sort of DC Multiverse accessories pack? I think that would be really cool. So enough of that. Let's take a closer look at the figure. And this figure is an absolute beauty. It is fantastic. The sculpted details on this figure, this brand new body buck, is so good. And this head sculpt, we'll take a nice look at this head sculpt. Really impressive. It definitely looks like the representation from the video game. Played that video game, a tons, and I absolutely love it. It's great to be able to customize your figures, have these crazy, incredible battles. Really fun video game. But one thing about this figure that is definitely going to throw some people off, and some people might not like it, is this gold. This little kind of chin guard that comes up to the temples. People are probably not going to like that. But it's a simple boil and pop. You could put pretty much whatever Superman head on, I think would look pretty good on this figure. But I really do like this head sculpt. Now, if you remember the Smallville TV show, back in the early 2000s or mid 2000s, there was an actor named Tom Welling, and this figure does kind of have a passing resemblance to Tom Welling, which is a very nice touch. If it was intentional, not intentional. To me, I'm seeing a little bit of a Tom Welling likeness there, and that's pretty cool. So let's look at the overall design on this figure, and man, it's impressive. Just the way that they integrated the smooth textures and the metallic kind of shine to it with this highly texturized bodysuit, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. It's so well done. The gold piping is another really nice touch. I like the S logo. It's a little bit smaller than usual. It has the gold inlay instead of yellow, which I really like. I really don't like having the yellow. I like gold or some other color. The black and red looks so cool as well. But the way the cape integrates with the shoulder and with this logo as well, it just looks so damn good. So nice. And speaking of the cape, it is a really nicely done cape. It has a great texture to it, a great feel. It's not overly heavy, but not super light as well. Has this kind of fold over here, which is pretty tough and rigid, but I actually like the way it's cut like that. It looks really great. The boots as well. The boots are nice metallic red. So you got a bunch of different kind of shades of red on here, and it looks fantastic. The gloves as well. I really like that. Now in the video game, Superman, I don't want to spoil anything, but in the comic series too, but it's kind of well known Superman is the bad guy. He kind of goes a little bit over the edge after the death of Lois. Kind of Joker kind of does some twisted little thing here. I won't spoil that, but yeah, this becomes the Superman that you're gonna fear. This is a totalitarian leader of Earth. He is wiping out any kind of resistance. Very scary when you're Superman or Spider-Man or even somebody like Captain America goes bad, or Batman. And do you see really how powerful that character is and the damage they could do? It's pretty cool. But yeah, very nicely represented figure here. Man, one of the most unique, I'd probably say one of the best Superman figures Mcfarlane has pumped out with all the figures that they have done. So let's take a quick look at the articulation. So you do have some side attitude to the extreme there, really nice. Good range of motion looking up for flight poses, can look down pretty good as well. Now these are a softer rubber material, so I don't think they're gonna get away of the shoulder articulation. It should kind of hinge up a little bit, just move it out of the way. So you can get some pretty nice range of motion. Does have the spacer joint for the butterfly hinge, ball joint cut at the bicep, double jointed ratcheted elbows, ball joints at the wrist, which are kind of hidden a little bit by this little gauntlet here, but you got a full range of articulation there. Now for the torso, you do have not the best movement, unfortunately. You can look back a little bit, but can't move forward too much. You have the ball joint there at the waist as well, ball joints at the hips, double jointed ratcheted knees, full articulation with toe articulation as well, pivot, ankle movement, and that ball joint is nicely sculpted and integrated into the boot. Looks really good. So overall, this is an impressive looking figure, guys. Way better than I thought it'd be. And of course, you have the companion piece from this wave as well. You got Brainiac from Injustice 2. We're gonna be doing a review on him as well, and we'll do a full comparison with these two. And I think we're gonna do a full Injustice kind of wave comparison as well. I pretty much have all the Injustice figures. I'm just thinking, jogging my memory, I'm pretty sure I have almost all of them, even the Flash variant, Hot Pursuit, the Reverse Flash, Gorilla Grodd, Batman, of course, and maybe a couple more. I can't remember off the top of my head, but pretty sure I got most of them anyways. But we'll have some fun and play around and do a lineup with those as well. So let's take a look and do some comparisons. Now, this here is basically my definitive Superman in that sense that it's the infected Hush body buck. And these two guys do look quite good together. Now, of course, I did do some extensive reworking and torso extension on this figure, as well as an extended neck peg to give it better range of motion and movement and height. And these two guys look really good together. The infected Superman from the Merciless wave, really nice looking, good size comparison, very cool. Now we'll also take a look at this little custom we did. Basically swapped out the head sculpt from the Dark Metal Batman. We put the Screaming Hush head sculpt on there as well. And these two look really good together as well. Good size comparison. Superman's just a little bit taller by the looks of things. But I like the way these two guys will look on a shelf. Very nice. Now we also have, well, kind of the catalyst for what happened in Injustice, the Joker. And this one is from Infinite Frontier. I do like this Joker a lot as well. I think it's very stylized. It looks pretty damn cool. And then we'll take a look at the Batman from the Injustice series as well. Now this Batman is unique. Okay, I think this Batman kind of fell under the radar in my sense. It's a very well sculpted figure, excellent detail, could slip into the DC kind of movie universe with your Dark Knight trilogy. This could definitely be a special graphic novel Batman. This is a fantastic Batman. And the way these two scale, I like it a lot. Superman's a bit more bulkier, a bit more imposing with the height as well. So I definitely like the way these two look. Can't wait to grab my other Injustice figures and see how they scale up with these guys as well. That's gonna be a fun video. We'll definitely work on that. But yeah, I'm definitely liking the way these two guys look together. Freaking awesome. Very cool. And then I want to put this guy in here. This is a head sculpt that I was thinking I'm going to swap out. And I might do that. We might do a video on that. But I think this angry heat vision Superman would look really cool on this body buck. Now, I am a little bit worried before about the skin tone because this is such a pale looking Superman head sculpt. But besides the face on this figure, the neck is fully enclosed in the blue bodysuit, so it wouldn't be much of a problem to swap these two out and see how they look. So definitely going to try that in a future video as well. But yeah, guys, and we'll try one more one more. So this here is the newest Batman that we got. This is Jim Gordon as Batman, and look at the size difference between these two guys. My God, Superman would just crush this Batman, this Jim Gordon. Really small, diminutive body buck. You're using the young adult body buck, which we've seen from Nightwing, Beast Boy, Kid Flash, John Kent. But yeah, very imposing Superman that would probably smash this Batman to pieces. So there you go, guys. I'm gonna put the Injustice Batman back on here for the closing little kind of thoughts. So this is a phenomenal figure. You see him in stores, you see him at your GameStop, Walmarts. I don't know if you'll hit Toys R Us here in Canada, but an absolutely impressive figure. I am really taken back how well this figure is. And the fact that it's $26.99. You know, it's a brand new sculpt, brand new buck, and we're not getting the inflated Mcfarlane Collector Series, $39 price tag, $30 in America price tag. It could have a little bit more accessories, yeah, but you know what? I'm okay with the extra set of hands. I really do appreciate this new body buck. The design on it is phenomenal, and it scales so well with this Batman too. So I'm very happy to have it in the collection. I think if you see this figure, it's something that you're very interested in, go for it. Even if you're kind of on the fence, get it in hand, take a deep look at it. I think it'll surprise you, and I think it'll be a worthy addition to your Superman collection, your DC Multiverse collection. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. We got a lot more videos to come, so stay tuned for some fun videos ahead of us. All right, guys, thanks so much. Take care. We'll see you soon.